Digging in now for the Yankees, Jarrett Parrish. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now here it comes. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Chapman's got it, and that's out number one.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Odubel Herrera.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Odubel Herrera. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again? And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Striding into the box, Jake Stevenson. He singled his last time up.
Jake Stevenson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Right over the middle, knee high. This is skied into short left center. Bradley moving in. 1 away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Here's big Aaron Judge. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. The throw into second. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. Into center field, line drive base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Cody Bellinger is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Riding in once again, Lewis Grumman, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready for another chance, Matt Chapman. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rangers 12 and the Yankees nothing.
Leading off for the Yankees, first baseman, Joey Gallo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Missed with a slider.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses again, ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
One out, nobody on. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Duffy looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
3-0 now. Jackie Bradley Jr. will be next. Jeanette, base runner at first with 1 out. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping up now, Colby Rasmus. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Arrieta sets, coming at him with the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Joel Gallegos. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. First delivery to him on the way. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. No one out with a runner at second. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded by Jeanette. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Standing in now, Jake Stevenson, as he rips it on the ground to second. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
In the air to straightaway right. Parrish on the move into a slide as he makes a great basket catch.
Not an easy thing to do to stop one from going in the gap, but a nice sliding catch right there. He sure made that look easy.
Here's Chris Davis now. Bullet back up the middle. Bradley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Now at the plate, Brett Nicholas. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
3-2 pitch. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he winds up going just 5+ innings, but he was mostly effective as he will be in line for the victory should the lead hold up. Dave Klein takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 28, Dave Klein.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Klein, an Ohio native. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Nicholas, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. 1-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Nick Castellanos now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Ball 2.
Count 2-2.
All right, back to him on the mound. And they'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. On to the 7th now in Game 3. Texas is out in front, 13-0. Back here in the Bronx. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Yimi Garcia enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Yimi Garcia.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. A runner at second, nobody out. Lifted in the air to center field. Bradley is there. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Second baseman, Lewis.
Digging in and looking for more, Lewis Drummond. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side, hit hard, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And he puts it on the ground to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Now batting, catcher, Joel Gallego.
Now at the plate, Joel Gallego will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. He's running. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rasmus giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Franchy Cordero. And looking to improve on a 1 for 5 effort so far. First pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Rangers lead this one 15-0. Stepping in, Joey Gallo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled off. The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Cordero ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Digging in once again, Matt Duffy. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. Rounded down the third baseline. Stevenson takes it in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Ryan Tepera comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Up next for the Rangers, Jake Stevenson. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series as the blowout continues. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Rangers, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
So next to the plate for Texas, Chris Davis. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
1-0.
And a ball, 1-0. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. The 1-0. In the air, down the line in left. And no one will track it down. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Stanton is off at first with 2 away. Popped him up. Nicholas has a play, and that's the third out. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rangers lead it 16-0. At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Colby Rasmus, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two pitch just missed. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Brett.
Now at the plate, Brett Nicholas. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. Runners on first with 1 down. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Jarrett Parrish. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here's the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from right here in the Big Apple. Aroldis Chapman enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch on its way, and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air. Castellanos is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Parrish calls for it. 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Joel Gallegos earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. From the stretch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rasmus on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rangers leave 1 as it remains a 16-0 ball game. Nick Castellanos now. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4.
Third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Here's the first pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Now the 2-0. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cordero has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Joey Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. The 0-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Scooter Gennett. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last chance for the Yankees. And he misses there. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And a fly ball. And this should do it. Grumman over to his right. And the Rangers have cleared their first hurdle. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
And guys, the Rangers couldn't have done it tonight without the contributions of this player, Giancarlo Stanton. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Well, he certainly was a very tough out there in this one, guys. You see all the hits, and he lost one over the wall for a home run. He was the difference here, no doubt about it.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.